becomes it at samut God. Teyata becomes it Maha becomes it at samut God. 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 ratsat samudgat Teyatahum bekanze bekanze Maha bekanze 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 ratsat samudgat
Welcome, welcome to the Temple of Peace. Welcome to this gathering where we come together for prayers for Ukraine, for prayers for the world. We open temple space, we open this ceremony by lighting a candle. And if it's possible, if you have your candle with you, you can join along with me. If not, you can just imagine and be with this candle that I'm lighting. Or perhaps you have a candle lit already. And together, as we light this candle, and this light symbolizes the one source that we all arise out of and dissolve back into. And this light symbolizes the light and goodness that exists in the world. And this light symbolizes fire, the spark of life, of creation. And as we light this candle, we imagine the light moving, crossing, spreading throughout the whole world and touching the hearts of our human family and touching the hearts of each of us that have gathered here on this call today. And if you like, you can symbolically, with your hands, wash the light over your head, over your eyes, your mouth, your heart. And as you wash this light over your body, recognizing the light inside you, spreading the light over and inside your whole being. Oh. And we call upon the wisdom keepers, the original peacekeepers, the sages, the spirits, our guides, our teachers. We call upon our ancestors, those that have walked before us, guardians of the peace. We call upon the animals, the land, the waters, the winds, the fire. We call upon all elements as we open this ceremony space today to guide, to be with us, to be present with us, to remind us of where we come from and where we are going. And just take a moment now to just begin to look around the room that you're in. And just taking in the surroundings of this room in this very moment. And feeling yourself inside this space. And as you take in your surroundings, see if there is somewhere in the room that your eyes naturally land on, where you notice this inner smile inside, this pleasant, And when you find this place, just make a note internally or speak out loud. Here, here is peace. And again, letting your eyes wander around the room. Perhaps it finds light in the room, a book, your candle. the couch, a pillow. And as you find this inner smile, a softening on the inside, again whisper inside or aloud, here, here is peace. And just continue this in your own way now, watching where your eyes naturally move, taking in the surroundings, and then notice even if there's the slightest softening. Say inside or aloud, here, here is peace. And then with your hands, and bringing them over your heart space, one on top of the other, and taking a moment just to feel the contact of your skin, your hand on top of the other. And as you tune in here, see if you can detect the beating of your heart, perhaps the warmth of the touch on your skin. And as you connect to yourself this way, as you touch the body, touch the heart, just allow yourself to soften into this touch. And again, if you notice that inner smile, that warmth on the inside, and saying inside to yourself or aloud, here, here is peace. And on your next inhale, just letting one hand drop, sliding down the front of the body, slowly with a gentle pressure down the front side, all the way until it gets to the pelvic bowl, the lower belly. And feeling your hand resting over your lower belly, resting over the heart. And again, giving your body a little time to soften even deeper. Letting the shoulders drop, the jaws drop. Here, here is peace. And on your next exhale, slowly sliding the hand back up. And do it in your own tempo in a way that you can feel every moment touching the surface of the body as you slide up to meet the hand again over the heart. And feeling the skin touching and detecting the heartbeat beneath the hands. Taking a deeper breath here. Here. Here is peace. And on your next exhale, letting the other hand slide down the front of the body. Again, feeling the slight pressure of the hand stroking down, like a feather slowly falling all the way until your hand reaches the pelvic bowl, the lower belly. And as you soften into your hand on the lower belly, hand on the heart, noticing again whispering inside or aloud, here is peace. And on your next exhale, letting the hands softly glide back up the front of your body until again it reaches, touches the other hand, greets the other hand over your heart. And as you connect to your hands over heart, just connecting to the other beings that are on this call today. And they share a heartbeat just like you, a heartbeat that longs for peace. And here you can just gently open your eyes. And if it's possible to see everyone on the call, you can go to view at the top right corner and press gallery. And just taking a moment here to take in, who are these other beings that you see on the call, hand over heart. This human family, how intimately connected we are. Living, breathing together in this moment. And calling in peace together. Mm. 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 Thank you so much, sisters, for gathering today, for hearing that call to be in temple, to be in prayer. I've been feeling so strongly this sense of being the guardian of peace as I heard the news of war in Ukraine, of this horror that people are going through right now. And I felt in the moment that I heard the news, this immediate shock inside my system, this immediate grief, pain. I could feel the empathy of just knowing that there are others that are suffering right now, that there are others that are in immediate danger. And I could feel my system begin to tense, begin to brace. And as I noticed my system begin to brace, as I noticed this pain that I was feeling for the people of Ukraine, the people of Russia, and the other people in this world that are suffering, I thought to myself, is this the most useful way that I'm using my energy right now? Directing all my attention in being consumed in knowing what is happening, in feeling this suffering. Of course, we naturally feel the suffering of the world. We naturally feel this empathy and care for our human family that are hurting. But I started to notice that when my whole energy was just tuning into the pain, I forgot my place where I was right now, that I am not in immediate danger, that I have the privilege to be in a place where I am relatively safe, where there is nothing that is attacking me, where my physical self is well and okay. And here from inside, I felt this deep sense of, if I lose my seat in this moment, then I lose my practice of feeding peace, of tending to peace, of tending to the inherent goodness that also exists in the universe, that also exists in this world. If we only focus on the destruction, we forget about the beauty. If we only focus on the pain, we forget about the freedom. In this life that we live in, it both consists of beauty and pain, horror and love. And there are many that have come before us that remind us to carry the peace forward, to be the peacekeepers, to keep the peace. And sometimes peace can seem almost esoteric, unattainable, especially when we're going about our lives with the work that we do, perhaps family, the normal stresses that we face. We're not always in touch with a sense of peace. And peace maybe eludes us when there is so much chaos happening in the world or the stress in our lives. And it's easy to think that peace is just this passive place, that it is just that serene calm. But actually, peace is a practice. It is, how do we create peace in our life is the question. Perhaps to create peace, there is a boundary that's needed to be spoken. Perhaps to take peace, it is to, instead of write that next email, sit down with a cup of tea instead. Perhaps to create peace is to create 5 minutes of your time to look around the room, to notice the stillness, to notice the books on the shelf, to notice the light coming through the window, to notice your heart beating, your feet on the ground, always in connection to earth, and noticing here, right now, here is peace. We all come with a history, we all come with a past, we all come with some kind of trauma and pain. It is how we can connect to each other to know that we too feel all together as this one human family. And yet we began from this innocent of being, from the spark of life, from the infinite possibility, from the cosmic womb where we are created. And in this cosmic womb, we are peace. We always will be birthed and live in that frequency that we can return to and connect to again and again. And so today in temple, I'm going to guide a practice where we return to that innocent of being, where we return into the cosmic womb, into the arms of the Divine Mother. And here in this time that we have today, we can take into ourselves and rest inside peace, to rest inside love. And through bringing this resource inside of ourselves, into ourselves and body, the resource that we can bring into the world, the resource that we can send through our hearts to those that are unable to come into this resource right now. Because when we show up resourced, when we show up in the practice of peace, we are able to give that as a gift to others that cannot. So I invite you now, if at all possible, to find a place to lie down on the ground and just let yourself curl up in a fetal position. And if you can't lie down, it's no problem at all. You can do this practice simply sitting where you are. And just letting yourself find a comfortable position, whether it be lying down, sitting. And once you've found this comfortable position, I just invite you to close your eyes if it feels right for you. And just bringing your awareness to your breath. You're not fixing or changing or forcing the breath, just watching how it naturally is moving in your body right now. As you follow your breath in, notice the rhythm that it creates in the body. And as you follow the breath out, just allowing your shoulders to soften a little, your jaw to soften, your body to sink deeper into the surface beneath you, whether it's the chair, the floor, the couch, the bed. And for this moment in time, giving yourself permission to just let go. With each exhale, and dropping a little bit deeper inside. If any thoughts or sensations are present, just letting them ride on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, I'm giving them over, letting go. There is nothing for you to do. I'm just dropping deeper inside. And as you hear the sound of the music, just notice any sensations that arise in the body. Letting the music enter your ears, letting it give yourself even more permission to soften. And now bringing your awareness inside your heart space. Detecting the rhythm of your heartbeat. And with each breath, letting yourself drop deeper inside your heart space. And as you drop deeper inside the heart space, just letting yourself soften into the rhythm of your heart. Knowing that your very heartbeat is the same heartbeat of the universe. And as if your awareness now could grow roots from your heart, extending down from your heart, all the way down your body, and down through your stomach, and down through your pelvic bowl, the roots extending down through the birth canal, down through the opening of the vagina, the roots growing all the way down and penetrating inside earth. Allowing time for your whole being to drop now deep inside earth. With each breath dropping even deeper. And feeling the heartbeat of the earth. And feeling the support of earth surrounding you. And this earth that carries us, that sustains us, that feeds us. This earth that knows peace. And rest here for a moment inside earth. Letting yourself soften into its embrace. And now on your next inhale, as if you can follow the roots, your awareness growing back from earth, up, up, back through the vagina opening, up and inside the womb space. And even if you don't have the physical organ, just letting your awareness rest into this energetic portal. As if your whole sense of self could rest inside the warmth of the room. And as you drop even deeper inside the room, imagining that you're dropping even deeper inside the cosmic womb, the great womb where we were birthed from, the great womb that is always holding us. And feeling yourself soften inside the cosmic womb. And here any troubles, any fears, any doubts, offering it into the cosmic womb, and letting them dissolve back into space. And within this cosmic womb, resting into the arms of the Divine Mother, and she has held you from the beginning of time. And here, if you like, you can speak about anything that is troubling you on your heart. Either out loud or silently to yourself. Offering it all to the Divine Mother. Offering it all into this cosmic womb. Here is peace. Here is love. Here in the cosmic womb, you are safe. You are held. And it's as if your whole being dissolves into the infinite of the cosmic womb. And as you dissolve, you yourself begin to become the cosmic womb itself. As the cosmic womb, you know intimately love, you are love. And as a cosmic womb, you know peace. You are peace. And as a cosmic womb, you know innocence. You are innocence. And resting here as this, as peace, as love, as innocence. And if you like, you can experiment here to see if you can shift back and forth from resting as the cosmic womb and then resting inside the cosmic womb. See if there is any difference at all. resting back as a cosmic womb. See if there are any insights, any words, any images that come to you. And anything that has arisen, letting it dissolve back into space. Resting back into the vision of peace. And ever so gently begin to wiggle your toes. Begin to wiggle your fingers. Begin to stretch the arms. And gently opening your eyes. And as you begin to look around, just notice if there is a difference in how you see now. Notice how it feels to remember that you come from peace, that you come from love, and that you are peace, and that you are love. And as you rest in this a little more, you're going to begin singing the Gayatri mantra. It's one of the oldest mantras of the world. And as we sing the Gayatri mantra, resting in this place of peace and love, in this vision of peace and love, and we are singing and showering the earth, the rest of the human family, with this vision.
Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Vareniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Vareniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Vareniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Vareniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Vareniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat.
It is a revolutionary act, a radical one, to keep feeding peace, to feed beauty, to feed love. And every time we do, we're feeding the greater whole of this universe. And may our prayers, may our practice and spread like seeds all over the earth, spread to the homes and the people of Ukraine, of Russia, and those that are suffering, and those that are in pain. And may the seeds blossom and open forth to sprout peace, to sprout the vision of peace for all of this earth, for all its beings, for all of this human family, for all of life. And may we carry this peace forward. May we return again and again to the practice of peace, even just for a moment to notice, here, right now, here is peace. And if you have your candles with you, we will close the ceremony by blowing out this candle, knowing that this gathering today has made ripples throughout the world. And giving thanks again to those that have come before us that have carried this torch and this vision. And may we continue to keep it alive. And so it is. Thank you so, so, so much for practicing. Thank you so much for gathering. And thank you for being here today, creating the time, carving out this moment in the Temple of Peace.